Can you give an example of what a hadith is? Just a small hadith that we can understand. Just what are we dealing with here?
A very famous hadith is in Arabic, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. Indeed, deeds are judged by intentions. So the Prophet Muhammad said, people's deeds are judged by their intentions. This is a very important principle, which says that, if you want to do a good deed or perform an act of worship, you need to have the intention of doing this. You can't just do it randomly. And similarly, if you do something bad unintentionally, then this isn't something, a sin you've committed, because you didn't intend to do that. So it raises a very important idea of intention in our lives.
So it appears some of them are very small, like a statement, perhaps, or a very small sentence. Are there larger hadith or statements? I mean, what's the largest hadith that you've come across?
Oh, some are very long.
Okay.
One that's longer and famous is the famous hadith of the angel Gabriel, where the angel Gabriel appears to the prophet. In fact, he appears to the prophet and many of his companions, but in the guise of a man dressed in white. And he comes to the prophet and he asks him about the definition of Islam. And the prophet defines Islam by the famous 5 pillars. And fasting, belief in God and His Prophet, fasting the month of Ramadan, giving the charitable tax, performing the prayers, and performing the pilgrimage to Mecca if you're able. And then the angel asks the prophet about faith. What is faith? And he says faith is to believe in God and His revelations and His books and His prophets and His angels, and the fact that God destines things for us, sometimes good and sometimes bad. And then the angel asked the prophet about the highest level of perfection of your faith. And the prophet says that the highest level of perfection of faith is to worship God as if you saw Him right in front of you. Because indeed, even though you don't see God, God sees you all the time. So this is a very important hadith that explains to Muslims in a very succinct way their faith, their religion in its basics, and also the aim that they should be sort of seeking in terms of perfecting their faith.
Okay.